Another preeminent voice, which is very interesting to hear from, is Ben Shapiro. And he gave a thorough breakdown of why Trump was able to succeed in this deal while Biden was not. Now, I want to make clear I am not supportive of this deal. What he means is that Trump was able to push through a deal where Biden was unable to. Ben Shapiro writes on Twitter, every hostage deal was going to suck because it was always going to be a trade of innocent kidnapping victims, including presumably the bodies of children, for mass murdering terrorists. The only question is whether this deal is worse or better than it could have been. The answer, because of Team Trump, is better. Here's why Team Trump was able to bring a hostage deal where Team Biden was not. Hamas goals in any hostage deal were a total and final ceasefire with Hamas in control, complete withdrawal of IDF from the Gaza Strip, return of all displaced to their homes, meaning free movement of terrorists all over the Strip, which is Hamas's actual goal, and reconstruction of the Gaza Strip, meaning flow of aid they could steal and use to recruit more Hamas members. Israel's goals were return of as many hostages as possible, no Hamas running Gaza, ability to eliminate future threats. The Biden team was willing to push for virtually all of Hamas's goals. Israel was obviously unwilling to accept that, and correctly so. Israel knew that any short-term Phase 1 ceasefire agreement would be deliberately misinterpreted by the Biden administration as a commitment to end the war and leave Hamas in control. Hamas knew that they could always hold out for a better deal and hope that Biden would ratchet up the pressure on Israel. They were all right, by the way. That's precisely what Biden is touting today, a supposed end to the war that actually isn't in the deal. The deal is not an end to the war, but that's not what Team Trump was saying. Team Trump made clear what Team Biden would not. This is the best deal Hamas was going to get. It only gets worse from here. Team Trump would not be pushing Israel to leave Hamas in control. Far from it. Both Marco Rubio and Mike Waltz made that crystal clear yesterday. Here's the thing. Hamas didn't get its goals here. Phase 1 does not include a final ceasefire, and I suspect there will never be a Phase 2, since Phase 2 has never materialized in literally any such agreement. Phase 1 does not include a withdrawal of Israel from Gaza, including the Philadelphia Axis. Phase 1 does not include free travel for Hamas through the Gaza Strip. Phase 1 includes increased aid, but not unfettered aid throughout the Strip to a reconstituted Hamas. So if a deal does indeed materialize, Team Trump gets credit for the two reasons. It made the ceasefire threat to Hamas that things would get worse from here, and it made the credible promise to Israel that if things go sideways, America will stand beside Israel. Biden couldn't and wouldn't do either of those things. To be honest, I disagree with Ben Shapiro here. I think it was a terrible deal overall. I don't think that there's any whitewashing it or trying to explain. I think that it probably is in America's interest, or at least in Trump's interest, short term, to do this deal. I definitely don't think that it's in Israel's interest, and that's why I think I blame Netanyahu to, basically going along with the Americans on this deal. It's a terrible deal, not only because it's, A, not fair in terms of the trade, but B, I do see there being a Phase 2 because that's what always happens. I feel like the Americans are going to pressure Israel to end the war. I mean, we'll have to see. But again, like Douglas Murray says, you cannot put out 80% of a fire. What was the point if you were only going to put out 80% of the fire? You need to destroy the entire Hamas. Otherwise, another October 7th is around the corner. And that's a very depressing and sad thing to say. For more, subscribe to this channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. That's buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. Thank you and have a good one.